The Matrix Resurrections. Spoiler waffle rant. So I'm gonna spoil the film and waffle about it and just rant as well. Okay, alright? This film's trash. What an absolute bag of garbage. However, I'm gonna be objective. There are elements of this film I really do like. There are elements where it's like, you could have based the film around that. That would have been very interesting. And yeah, but wow. From one perspective, I understand what they were doing. Releasing The Matrix Now, the movie, having released a demo of the game for Unreal Engine 5, like about 2 weeks ago, which you can probably see in the background, this is Unreal Engine 5, the Matrix demo. So this coming out within weeks of the movie, it makes sense in terms of marketing, so from that angle, it's very clever. Everyone's talking about Matrix right now, and the movie comes out just before Christmas. Fine. Clever. In the movie itself, they're taking off blue pills every day to keep the constant, to keep you in that frame of mind, if you will, keep you in the matrix, keep you locked in the system, if you will. Very interesting, sort of like Equilibrium. Equilibrium, which is obviously a Matrix ripoff, has a similar plot thing going on. Taking pills to maintain the frame of mind, to maintain a more calm perspective and not a more feeling, passionate, true one. A real one that you could only get through taking a red pill, of which you'd only need to take one in comparison to the daily blue pills. Okay, interesting. So many concepts there already, concepts you already know, whatever. The storyline itself was ridiculous. I've thought of a similar storyline, but it not being Neo, forgetting who he was a clever plot point to put his past as a video game that he actually worked on and made, which is interesting, and it's very clever. Because in the old Matrix movies, the architect realized he had to give humans a history, a past. So even though humans were being used as batteries, real history was actually, programmed into human beings just to make them function, to have something to hold on to. So by having Neo's journey in becoming the One, using that as a video game that he made and won a Game Awards for, really.
Of being there, of walking the streets of the future is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Too many Easter eggs in this film. I thought that was kind of clever. Dumb, very dumb, but yeah, kind of clever for what they were trying to do in the movie. But amongst everything bad about this movie, of which I will get back to in a moment, there is one thing about this movie which really gets on my nerves. This film is very clearly meta. It's a very meta film. It's very fourth wall breaking. It's very aware of itself as well. It's aware of itself, and it lets you know, hey, you're watching a new Matrix movie. Hey, there could be more. The fourth wall breaking, meta upon meta, that really got on my nerves. I'm like, it's too much. It's too much. It's like, hey, we're aware that you're aware that we're aware. It's too much. It was that amongst everything else got on my nerves about this movie. The fact is trying too hard to play to, a sort of modern perspective, like, hey, we're aware, we're very cool, we're down with you guys, we're hip. Really? No, I hated that. It was too much. It was the thing of being too aware of itself. I didn't like it. I felt it didn't work. It's almost as if every now and again there were nods at the camera like, hey, yeah, you're watching Matrix 4, hey, what could happen, hey, that sort of thing. No. But things I do like, because I'm a simp for science fiction and technology, and that I can't stop that, to be honest. I don't even want to stop it. But the interesting elements of coding strawberries from digital code into genetic sequences, that was sick. I was like, yeah, that's wicked. That's interesting. Like, the possibilities there are interesting. In other words, they're able to take things from the Matrix and using Matrix code, convert the code into living cells, into DNA, and then make actual things. They could synthesize a steak. Oh, that doesn't make sense. They could probably synthesize a cow and then make a steak. That doesn't really make sense. That thing alone I thought that was sick. I thought that was wicked. I thought that was very cool. It was very forward thinking. It was very new. It made a lot of sense. Also, something else I enjoyed, the integration of the machines with the humans. I thought the robots were cool. The one that rescued Neo, I forgot what its name was. Then he got banished from going back into the machine city. Also, the alterations to the ships. I think the main ship in the movie was called the Nemesine, if I remember correctly. The fact it now has machine technology on it as well, I thought was sick. The Nemesis, the ship, almost has a tail. I think it actually does have a tail, machine tail. And I was like, okay, it's intriguing. Forward thinking. The sci-fi tech stuff, a lot of that stuff was cool. Metaverse. I like the way the operator was able to project himself into the Matrix in terms of a hologram or a virtual reality avatar. But I thought that was cool as well. It made sense. The operator can now project himself into the Matrix as well. The machines being able to exist outside of the Matrix in the real world in terms of they're small machines. They're not nano machines. Nano machines would be much smaller. They're just like macro nano machines, which is stupid anyway. But it's very cool how they can make programs exist in the real world. I thought that was interesting. Okay, but let's get back to the crap. The love story didn't need. It was like, okay, we get it. We get it. Props to Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss for actually making the movie. You know, you can see it's a check. You can see, it's a check. You know, they're going to make money from it. Yeah, of course. They're making money. Fine. But yeah, the love story was a bit weak. Yeah, I did not like replacement Morpheus. I understand the concept of him because he's supposed to be a mixture of Morpheus and Smith in a way, which is why, but whatever. Should have just been a new character. And the new Smith, the new Smith, no. Mr. Anderson, no. However, the analyst played by, I can't remember his name right now. His character was annoying. Certain times I thought his character was okay, but overall I found his character a bit annoying. But there were some times where his character was actually kind of sick and it was kind of cool, but nah. And you know, an overall thing about the movie is it felt unnecessary. It felt as if the film didn't even need to be made. Like, why did you make this? You can clearly see it's a cash grab. It's just there to make money and get attention. Also to put attention on the demo for Unreal Engine 5 as well, which is obvious, clever, but the movie felt unnecessary. I thought the action sequences were okay. The film looked a bit cheap, to be honest. Probably was, it probably wasn't. It was like about 2 hours and 40 something minutes long. At certain points it looked low budget. Even though the first Matrix movie was, you know, a low budget movie for that time, it stood out, and you can tell the production quality was nowhere near as good as it was in the past. Because where are the bullet time camera sequences? With the cameras panning in slow motion, rotating 360 around the character. Where's that? I wanted some more of that. You know? I know it's expensive, but you can do all that in 3D now. You don't even have to use real cameras. That's why I think it's annoying. The fact you can do that trick now in full CGI, without even using real human beings, you can CGI the entire thing. Why weren't there a few cheap, you know, Matrix camera rotating scenes in there? There probably wasn't enough time, to be honest. The film was rushed. You can tell it was rushed. It was thrown together. The storyline is weird. It makes sense to a degree where you can follow it. It makes sense there. But honestly, part of the reason why I'm not really that pissed off with the film is because I stopped really caring about films in such a way a long time ago. I realized, like, a long time ago, they were going to keep doing this to films and just ruining them just for the sake of money and nostalgia and member berries. Oh, member berries. Remember the Matrix? Oh, it's the Matrix. Oh, look at me dodging a bullet, hey. Nostalgia, member berries, just to get your attention and money. Admittedly, with this entire project, the video game aspect of it, the demo, is impressive. Because it does mean we're going to get more movie-like graphics in our video games over the next few years and going forwards. So that's impressive. My Xbox Series X is going to, you know, be singing. Good. Make that box work for me, indeed, seriously. But overall, out of 10, I'd give this movie like about a 4. Not because I think it's actually a crap movie. It's trash. It is crap. But there are so many good elements in there. Why did they not expand on the machine war more? The war between the machines, the red and blue machines. What was going on there? What was going on? Why are machines fighting? No, spend 10 minutes on that. I want to know why machines turned against each other. They're machines. Some sort of AI battle. You know, there are elements I did enjoy, but overall, I was kind of like, this film doesn't even need to be. It was fun to watch at parts, but it was like, overall, this film doesn't even need to be. But if I do look at the entire project, I can appreciate the fact they just threw a movie together to broaden the attention of the Matrix franchise, even though it's like they're kind of just taking a big crap all over it. But hey, hopefully we get some good games from it. You know, the movies are kind of effed, but hopefully we get some good games. Hey. Nice.
You're all breathtaking.
But that's all for now. Have a nice day.